Hello, everybody. It's our daily report with Angry Tim. Um, as we're getting close to the end of the year, I don't know if you guys have a New Year's resolution, but I wanted to talk a little bit about starting a business versus just having a job. Couple of different reasons why it would be a good idea in 2025 to start a new business is because there's a lot of things out there um, trying to take your job. One that we've all heard about is AI. AI is a big one. It's just basically a computer program that's going to take over a lot of jobs out there. I made a short list here of a lot of jobs that will be affected by AI, but that's just another good reason why you should start looking for some kind of a side hustle, additional income, get a little side business going, because AI is just growing and growing, and there's a lot of jobs that will be affected, and eventually it will take over completely. Um, Another one is the H-1B visa program. That's where companies can legally hire someone from a foreign country to work in an American company and basically firing an American worker and hiring cheaper labor overseas. That's been going on with a lot of different companies. I'm going to get into that a little more. Um, and another one is online freelance companies like Fiverr, where maybe you're doing video editing or photo editing. Instead of hiring a local video editor or graphic designer to do the work for you, you can simply go online, find someone cheaper in India, another country, that'll do the work for half the price or even less. So again, that's another job loss, um, to someone working in the States where the cost of living is much higher here, so they need to make, 30, 40, $50 an hour to do these edits, whereas someone in maybe India can, if they're making 30 or 50, 30, 40 or $50 a day in that country, that could be good pay. So they're willing to work for a lot less because their cost of living is a lot less than ours. But when you're online uh, with these freelance sites, the whole world is equal. So if someone puts out a bid, say, hey, I want to edit this video, my budget is $500 and it's 20 hours worth of work, it might not be worth it for someone in the US to do that because that can, that barely covers any of your bills. But someone in a poorer country, 500 bucks is, that could be a whole month's pay. So for them, it's definitely worth it. Um, Going back to the H-1B visa program, um, so a lot of companies are basically trying to replace you as a worker with cheaper labor and technology. So that's just a constant thing always going on with companies because it's always for profit. So anytime they can legally bring in cheaper labor, I mean, some people are hiring illegal, non, documented illegal workers to work in the farms. I know about that in California. But H-1B is a legal way to do that. But companies are always trying to find cheaper ways to make money, right? They want to save money with the cost of labor, or if there's technology out there that will replace labor completely or speed things up that'll save them money. That's what companies are constantly looking for. Again, companies are not looking how they can hire the most amount of people and provide jobs. That's not what they do. They don't care. They're not trying to hire and pay people well, give you a nice standard of living, give you health benefits. They don't care about those things. They just want to get the job done so they can make a profit, the most efficient way possible. All of this other stuff is kind of government um, laws and different things. Minimum wage, you have to provide healthcare, you have to provide, a 401k, vacation pay, time off pay. All of these things are kind of things the government made the employers do, because the employees, I guess, they complained about it and they got their way. They got their guy into office, so he made all these laws. But the companies themselves, they could care less about that. And again, that's what the H-1B visa. They're trying to get around a lot of these things. Just a couple of examples of companies. Amazon has been one of the largest recipients of H-1B visas, hiring thousands of foreign workers for various positions. There have been instances where local employees have expressed concerns about job security due to the influx of H-1B workers. So there's a big one there. Amazon, instead of hiring American workers, I think there's a set limit to the type of industry you're in or the size of your company, but whatever their max is of H-1B workers they can bring in, they will, and then they'll replace the American worker with the cheaper H-1B worker. Another company, Google. Google has also utilized the H-1B visa program extensively, bringing in highly skilled workers from abroad. While this has helped the company maintain its competitive edge, it has also raised questions about the displacement of American workers. So again, same deal. You can get, a lot of people that are tech savvy in other countries that can do the job just as well as Americans, but for a lot less. And sometimes they actually do it better. Um, so they'll bring these people in, pay them less, and then fire the higher paid American workers. So these companies don't really care about American workers. If they did, they would keep the American workers with the higher pay instead of bringing in this foreign cheap labor. Another company is Tesla. Tesla has hired a significant number of H-1B visa holders, particularly for specialized engineering and technical roles. This has led to the discussions about the impact on local job markets and the potential for job displacement, sorry. So, I mean, that just goes to show, we talked a lot about the education, how bad it is in America. Why are we hiring? Shouldn't America be number one? I mean, we spend like the most money on education out here, and we got to bring in people from foreign countries to come and work in the U.S. to do all these tech jobs. Like, why aren't American workers that good? Um, I'm not sure if it's just a money thing, but it's probably a skill issue also, where they can't find the skilled workers in the U.S. despite the crazy amounts of tuition and student loan debt and all that. They still can't find skilled people to work in these Tesla factories, so they have to bring them in from foreign countries. So I guess the education in mainly India is so much better than our universities in America, right? So that's what it is. Microsoft has been known to hire H-1B visa holders for various positions, including software development and IT roles. There have been instances where employees have voiced concerns about job security and the hiring practices. So again, nothing new. More tech workers coming out of foreign countries with the H-1B visa replacing American jobs. So what's going on with the U.S. workers? They're saddled with debt and they can't even get a job. So these jobs exist out there, but it's cheaper to hire these people, or these people have better skills than the American worker. One more, IBM has used the H-1B visa program to fill positions that require specialized skills. This has sometimes led to layoffs and restructuring within the company, raising concerns about the impact on American workers. So you might say, okay, that's only in tech work. If you're working non-tech, maybe this doesn't affect you, but unfortunately, it does affect non-tech workers. Cargill, the global food corporation, has hired H-1B visa holders for roles in agricultural science and food technology. Kraft Heinz Company, this food and beverage giant, has utilized the H-1B visa program to bring in specialized talent for food science and quality control positions. So that's something an American couldn't do, is quality control, or was it just a cheap worker? So was that a skilled position that couldn't be filled by an American, or was that just cheaper labor from overseas? Pfizer, the pharmaceutical giant, has hired H-1B visa holders for various roles, including research and development, clinical trials, and other specialized positions. General Electric has used the H-1B visa program to hire skilled workers for roles in engineering, manufacturing, and other technical fields. Coca-Cola, this beverage company, has hired H-1B visa holders for roles in marketing, finance, and other specialized areas. So they needed to hire someone from a foreign country to come to the U.S. and help with marketing here and finance. So I guess we don't have enough workers or qualified, skilled workers to do that. So Coca-Cola is bringing in foreign H-1B visa holders. Procter and Gamble has utilized the H-1B visa program to bring in talent for roles in research and development, marketing, and other specialized positions. So you kind of get the idea here. A lot of them research and development, marketing, and other specialized positions. In other words, it's cheap labor. They either can do the same job as an American can do for a lot less, or they have skills that Americans simply don't have, which is surprising that whatever they're teaching in their universities, we don't have that knowledge here, or the program here, or whatever it is that they're graduating with higher skills than our American graduates, even though they're from a foreign country. Their skills outskill us, right? A few more. Johnson and Johnson has hired H-1B visa holders for roles in pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and consumer health. And 3M has used the H-1B visa program to hire skilled workers for roles in research, development, and manufacturing. So, as you can see, if there is any possibility they can save money or bring in more skillful people, they're going to look overseas before hiring an American worker. So that's really sad, but that's just the way it is. Other problems we have is the pension and retirement plan. So U.S. workers typically have access to employer-sponsored pension plans and the 401k. Employers often match contributions to a certain percentage. But with H-1B workers, they don't always have access to the same retirement benefits. Some employers might offer 401k plans, but employer contributions can be less generous or non-existent. So not only, do you pay them less in salary, but the benefits you save a lot too as a company with pensions, retirement plans, excuse me. Also with healthcare, U.S. workers generally receive comprehensive health insurance coverage, including medical, dental, and vision as part of their employment package. H-1B workers, they may get health insurance, but the coverage might be less comprehensive, and H-1B workers may need to pay higher premiums or copays. So again, there's additional savings in healthcare, as well as in the retirement benefits. And in taxes, U.S. workers pay federal, state, and local taxes, and employers contribute to Social Security and Medicare on their behalf. H-1B workers also pay federal, state, and local taxes, but they may not be eligible for Social Security and Medicare benefits unless they obtain a green card. Some H-1B workers might be exempt from Social Security and Medicare taxes for a limited period under international agreements. So there's a whole lot of savings for companies, again, to hire non-Americans. They all say America first, but really, they're manufacturing things overseas, and they're also bringing workers from overseas, but they want to sell to you as a consumer all the goods, right? They want you to buy U.S. company products, but they themselves are hiring foreign workers and they're making their products overseas. So, it's kind of a controversy there, right? Who's really America first? I have more. I'm going to get into the next video. I'm going to talk about AI jobs and how that's going to also affect American workers, and another reason why you should start looking to start your own business, side hustle, something on the side, because again, companies are constantly trying to replace you with cheaper workers or technology that can replace, do your job cheaper or more efficiently. So you're constantly being killed off as an employee. That's just the way it is. Companies are just trying to replace you constantly. So you need to find a way to make income from other sources, not your job. I'll have another video for you soon, but that's all I got for today. Have a nice day. Your friend, Angry Tim.